Hello and welcome to Tara's Reality. Today's recap is of Abbey and Janice, Beauty and the Best. Episode 1, Swimming with Sharks / Getting to Know Each Other. In case you're confused by the two titles, according to Google, this show may have been broadcasted as 12 30-minute long episodes, but on Tubi, where I'm watching it, they have it as 6 47-minute long episodes. So let's just go with that. The episode starts by introducing us to the ladies and the premise of the show. Abbey Clancy, a runner-up on Britain's Next Top Model, wants to become a world-famous supermodel. She's described as a tabloid darling, although it seems like she's had at least some post-reality TV success. So Janice Dickinson, the world's first supermodel, becomes her mentor, and they've got 6 weeks to make it happen. We learn a bit more about Abbey. She's 21 years old, loves fashion, and has only ever wanted to be a model.
My ultimate ambition is to be a Victoria's Secret model and to be on the front cover of Sports Illustrated.
Janice has had a lengthy career in the modeling industry. Countless magazine covers, beauty and ad campaigns, working with designers and high fashion. Janice is confident that she can turn Abbey's American dream into a reality because
I eat, breathe, sleep, and shit modeling.
although Abbey wasn't expecting Janice to fly out from Los Angeles to Liverpool until the following day, in true reality TV fashion, Janice arrives early and unexpectedly. Obviously, reality TV isn't real. There's always a level of production and manufacturing in an effort to create an entertaining show with storylines, character archetypes, plot points, etc. And as much as I want to sit back and enjoy this show for what it is, that phony baloney reality TV element is hard to ignore. Janice typically plays the problematic fave, love-to-hate villain, and often says some pretty wild or weird shit, such as when she described Abbey,
She's a sexy little girl.
which is why I felt nervous about Abby's little sister hanging around. Janice shows the girls a copy of the Daily Mirror, where Abbey was photographed outside of a McDonald's wearing her boyfriend's sweats. The paparazzi and tabloid industries purposefully use unflattering photos of celebrities to humiliate and criticize them, but instead of acknowledging that fact or making this a moment about letting go of negativity or other people's opinions of you, for example, Janice tells Abbey to dress better. She then asks Abbey why she thinks she didn't win Britain's Next Top Model, and Abbey says,
I haven't got the waif, look what the girl who won had.
and that she's more of a girly girl, hence the type of modeling she likes. But of course, Victoria's Secret and Sports Illustrated aren't high enough aspirations for Janice, even though it's Abbey's career, not hers. Then the ladies explore Abbey's hometown, and Janice starts taking pictures of her on a digital camera.
Chin up, chin up. Good, Abby. That was beautiful.
And the photos come out blurry? Unless that's the vibe. I get what they were going for, and Abbey still looks good, but the shots they showed us are almost unusable. Though I was pleasantly surprised to hear Janice give direction and actually help her. They stop by the cavern, a place where the Beatles have been. I'm sorry, I don't know the lore. Janice tells Abbey to let loose by dancing with her in front of a live band. This is supposed to help Abbey with modeling.
In case there'll be a photo shoot, which that's required.
Whatever you say, Janice. They also go shopping to help Abbey improve her personal style. Even though this is only the first and/or second episode, I get the sense that this show's structure relies on putting Abbey in unnerving, stressful situations, which kind of makes me feel bad even though she's on reality TV. For example, Abbey meets Janice at an aquarium, except Abbey is terrified because not only does she have to be there, but she's got to get in the water and swim with sharks. Abbey begins to tremble with fear, but Janice thinks she's putting on an act.
Why you're shaking is not nerves. What's shaking inside of you right now is something called adrenaline.
Is it just me, or does it look like Janice is wearing a bad wig here? Apparently, this is supposed to help Abbey face her fears and perform under pressure, but because she's so scared, this scene is kind of hard to watch. Meanwhile, to no one's surprise, Janice continues to be insensitive and impatient as she waits for Abbey. After some will she won't she, Abbey finally completes her mission. But at what cost? Janice is happy, but then immediately says,
Shit, she didn't model at all.
Like, what do you mean? When was she supposed to model here? It literally doesn't make sense. I know I've said it before, but I still feel bad for Abbey because I think she thought that this was going to be a real, genuine, life-changing opportunity to learn real modeling skills from the Janice Dickinson. But instead, this is just another nonsensical, exploitative reality TV show. The scuba challenge, combined with Janice constantly taking the wind out of her sails,
I just felt about this big. I wanted to burst out crying.
leaves Abbey feeling completely destroyed and drained of confidence. Aren't mentors supposed to lead by example? Janice brags about all the things she can do underwater, so why not show us then? Or get in the water together? I would have loved to have seen that. But instead, Abbey has a photo shoot immediately after, and surprise, Janice isn't there. I assumed this was for the plot, but it still doesn't make sense considering how she's Abby's mentor for modeling. But now Abbey has to prove what she can do on her own without Janice's help. Despite the premise of this show, Abbey even says,
I've done amazing photo shoots without Janice's help.
yet continues to struggle with her confidence and insecurities during the shoot. The ladies travel to London by train, and Abbey opens up to Janice about her feelings. Apparently, Janice couldn't watch any more of Abbey struggling, which is why she left. Again, none of this makes sense.
I wanted you to mentor me, and now I'm a baby.
Snap out of it.
Janice then reviews Abby's photos from the aquarium shoot, and she's as critical as you'd expect, saying that Abbey looks cheap and cheesy, conveniently ignoring the fact that art is a collaborative effort between the model, photographer, retoucher, etc. The next day in London, Abbey is running 30 minutes late to meet Janice's glam squad. She also gets paparazzi'd, which feels production planted. We have Gabe, the makeup artist, Duke, the hairstylist, and Eric, the wardrobe stylist. Despite their positions, Janice tells us,
They're going to teach her how to walk, talk, and look like a model.
I thought that was your job, Janice. When Abbey finally arrives, the trio gives her the business. But surprisingly, in her confessionals or talking head, whatever you want to call it, she has nothing but nice things to say about them. The group go to Waterloo Station, and the guys surprise Abbey with a large photo of herself inside. Abbey is shocked and embarrassed,
I look like a cheap porn star.
Yes, you do. Very penthouse.
and the trio pile on more rude, snarky comments. Personally, I think she looks beautiful. And given all of the previous events, it's not fair to criticize Abbey for things she probably had no control over. I also don't understand everyone's problem with glamour, swimsuit, and boudoir modeling, all of which I've done as a freelance model and are valid genres. But to each their own, I guess. We then cut to Janice's boot camp, where Abbey gets whipped into shape.
I will not smoke.
Something I've learned from applying to and speaking with modeling agencies is that when you're under contract, you must maintain your body, specifically your measurements. Which makes sense. It's similar to actors keeping a consistent look that matches their headshot, but personally, it adds a layer of pressure to the business. The ladies go to a juice bar where Abbey must drink shots of carrot, celery, beetroot, and strawberry.
It's horrible.
Drink it.
In case you're wondering, Janice, who's supposed to be her mentor and leading by example, only drinks the strawberry shot. We then cut back to Abby's elocution class, and it kind of goes as expected, complete with Abbey struggling and mean-spirited comments from the guys.
That sounds stupid.
No, that sounded stupid.
Which really rubs me the wrong way. Abbey says she doesn't want to fully get rid of her Liverpool accent because it's a part of her and she's proud of where she came from. Which honestly, good for her. We also get a short montage of Abbey and Eric shopping for an outfit she can wear at her portfolio shoot. Speaking of Abbey's portfolio shoot, the makeup artist is running late, so Janice asks Abbey to do her own makeup in the meantime. Abbey is reluctant as she feels like she's being thrown into the deep end again.
When is it reality that you ever have to do your own makeup?
This is fucking reality.
I hate to say it, but this is one of the few moments in this show where Janice is actually right. From my experience, especially if it's a low-budget production or a private shoot with a photographer, it's common to ask the talent to do their own hair and makeup or bring their own wardrobe. Obviously, in the real world, a model would know ahead of time what the situation was regardless. Even Abbey admitted in her confessional the night before that she didn't know anything about the shoot. Speaking of which, tensions are high and Janice continues to harp on Abbey. Janice believes in breaking people down then building them back up, although I don't agree with her methods.
It wasn't mentoring, it was bullying from the start, really. It was just making me feel like shit.
Mostly because from what we know and see, I don't think Abbey deserves to be checked or humbled. Once again, none of this shit makes sense. Janice keeps saying that
She has to be able to take it. Otherwise, she's not going to make it in the industry.
but Abbey doesn't agree and thinks Janice is just rude. In my experience, some industry professionals are friendlier or warmer than others, but Janice's behavior is definitely not the standard. It's just manufactured drama, high stress, reality TV shenanigans. But if you work in the industry and have come across people who behave like Janice, unironically, in real life, feel free to share your experience. Janice keeps giving her the direction of making softer facial expressions, but Abbey feels too nervous and stressed to perform well. Janice continues to put her down.
You need to show us something here that shows that you want to model, that you're not just sitting there boring us with a bored expression on your boring face.
I wish Janice would actually teach Abbey something, but let's be honest, that was never the point of this show to begin with. I'm a firm believer in it's not what you say, it's how you say it, and while Abbey appreciates Janice's advice,
The way she's doing it, she's going too far and she's being personal and evil.
the episode seemingly ends on a good note with Janice leaving for Los Angeles to prepare for Abbey's arrival. Just in case you thought Janice's behavior couldn't get any worse, she says,
I know I've been hard, but I'm probably going to be harder.
before saying goodbye. And that's a wrap. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts about everything we just watched and any fun facts or anecdotes related to the show down in the comment section. Please like this video if you did and subscribe for more nostalgia and reality TV recaps. Bye.